That's right. Never had a shadow of a chance of picking this one up. The Mezco on May 28th. This came up for order and within seconds, and I don't even mean, I said, I literally saw somebody said I'm about to press the button for enter, and it was already sold out.
Really?
This one was record numbers. But it's the Shadow. If you're a fan of any of the Pulp characters, like, you know, Doc Samson, or if you're into, you know, the Phantom or Buck Rogers and everything, then you know the Shadow has been around for a very long time. But Mezco has done a remarkable job on this. Number one, Mezco is always known for having soft goods and great sculpts and everything.
Mezco's awesome.
Look, the minute I saw it, I was like, damn it, why did this have to be May 28th? It could have been later in the year. I knew with everything I ordered from G.I. Joe Classified, this was not going to be on my list. But somebody that did go big game hunting did pick this up. Rad is coming to your inbox.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this limited to 500 pieces worldwide, will not see another distribution. They are not going to re-release this. I don't know if you have pictures, but it also comes with
I do.
The ring. It comes, I mean, 3 head sculpts. I mean, it's just,
Which version did you get?
this is the only version.
They had 2. I thought they had 2 versions of
They
it.
had they released the original Shadow 112 Mezco a couple years back, and that has been incredibly hard to find. There were more than 500 of those, but you know, they never re-released them. So you had to pay up $350, $400 to get it, and then they just released this limited edition one, only 500. So this particular figure will be available on Holy Grail Toys. So stay tuned. Only the best grails. Only the best grails. Holy Grail. Holy Grail asked me, you know, they sourced the grails.
Yeah.
And I did say this is going to be one of those grails.
Wow.
And so I committed that this one will be up when I do get this in my hands. Obviously our great partnership there. So I said, why not? Let's give it back to the community for someone who wants it.
By the way, just a quick break. Yeah, that's a no for me, dog, on those popcorn buckets. I just tried to get 2 tickets for Moocher and I. Those popcorn buckets are $45 a piece.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. No.
That's a big no for me.
And second off, we're waiting for a video on demand when we watch Megan 2.0. So.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Well, I was just trying to do something nice, Mooch.
Yeah. I know. Thank you, Chet. And even going further, we're all going to meet at one house, so we can only run at one time on one TV instead of multiple households.
Yeah.
I'm into that.
Just because, like Bly said, Megan who asked for that.
Obviously, Blumhouse thought they could cash in on it.
I don't like Blumhouse, but that's just me.
Meeks remember seeing the Shadow movie in the theaters.
Chet and I were just talking about that early in the day, and I thought Alec Baldwin did a great job on that film. It's just, I hate that it was trapped in the 1940s. I think if he would have done it like Batman and moved into the modernized world and over the years, I think the character would be more in focus. Same thing with the Phantom. Sticking them in the 40s is, I think, hurting their overall appreciation.
Well,
so,
you know, just real fast on that, like us as a Generation X, you know, we're a nostalgia-based generation.
Obviously.
I don't think our parents are, and that would be like their world, the Phantom, the Shadow, mostly, right? Yeah. So, like, I know of the character, but there's I wouldn't buy it for any, like, why would I buy it? You know what I mean? I got no connection to it, but I know him. You know what I mean? It's weird, but at the same breath, we're all about universal monsters, so why not? It's weird. Yeah.
This figure is awesome though. Like it sold out so quick.
My first was like and then you're like sold out. I'm like, oh well, damn. Then there's obviously
and look, if you're into toy photography and everything, they've gotten a couple of clips.
Mezco's amazing.
Like wow, that cloth goods and everything. This is there's somebody out there that's like pissed because there's $4.99 out there, and if you're one of the $4.99 worldwide. Then you got a problem. Yes, Alec Baldwin was awesome in this, They just probably won't put a gun in his hand anymore. But you know,
I think what Mezco does really well is they release, so they did the Doc Savage, they did the Shadow, and they have done they've done Popeye, Bluto, they've done Dick Tracy, they've definitely they've definitely appealed to even an older collector, but also even this generation if you wanted to get into it. But those Dick Tracy figures are super hard to find, and it just makes me think those Dick Tracy collectors are diehards. The people that collect that stuff is next level, and they should do another Dick Tracy. I don't know if it wouldn't make crazy money, but it'd be cool to be a series or something. The movie sucked, so give us a cool Dick Tracy revised, updated version. I think it'd be badass with all those cool characters.
Well, I will tell you this, though. Man Cave Studios has a Dick Tracy book that's been getting a little bit of fanfare on it. So, he is back on the pages on the shelf again. But again, it's one of those characters that's stuck in a time period. And I think it's really hard for new age collectors and readers to get involved in that. And I think Mooch is right. It's extremely hard to get someone that when they're out in the generation and time that people really kind of can't fathom
it's niche. It's like a subculture within our culture that would collect those things, right? It's not a vast thing like Star Wars or everything else. I was about to say Star Trek, but I really held back. But then I said it. But you could start a movement just like Battlefront, right? Like a dead series, a dead thing, and then all of a sudden it's like 300,000 people playing. Again, you can have this whole thing like Dick Tracy. Everybody, why is everybody streaming Dick Tracy all of a sudden? Maybe the studios need to revisit that because that's Hollywood's just looking for something to revisit.
They think they can make money. We'll see it again. I'll tell you that.
Well, just the problem is also social media, right? You need that to fuel a revision of something. So Battlefront, as an example, someone recreated the scene in Rogue One of Darth Vader in the hallway with someone created that in Battlefront, and then I saw that on TikTok and Instagram, and it had a million views, and people are like, "What the hell is this?" I don't remember playing this game, and then they download it and they're playing it. I don't know if Dick Tracy has that capability of going viral. That's the problem,
and that's where I was kind of getting with the Shadow and all those things. It's like a very, it's a very cult classic part of pop culture that was the start of everything, but I don't know how much. But again, at only 500 pieces for this one, that makes a lot of sense though. And that's actually very smart of Mezco. Let's put it out there in a limited fashion, and you watch that third market, man, or the secondary market really take off after that. That's one way of getting people interested in your product.